Welcome to our 1 year anniversary of Floral Foolishness.
Sports.
Oh, yeah. It's been island time for over 365 days, y'all.
Damn right.
Has been. And we thank you for continuing to support our dream of being dumbasses and people actually listening. It's fantastic. Speaking of which, thanks for tuning in to the worldwide leader of dumbass sports news.
And actually, we may be the worldwide leader of the Pro Bowl games coverage.
Yeah, actually, that may not be far off today's episode because it's that time
Because
again.
we're the only ones, if nothing else, we're at least the worldwide leader of Camping World Stadium's clear bag policy. That is a fact.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It came to you first because you can't find it on the Pro Bowl games website.
Damn right.
Um,
Like anything. Anyway,
yeah, but we'll get to that. That's called previewing on this show.
foreshadow.
On this show, we're going to debate current topics inside the world of sports and society around it, no matter how unbelievable, stupid, or ridiculous they may be. All while rocking the crunchy island vibe. You got the Rakens, I see.
I do, indeed.
Nice, nice. I got the Liverpool on. Had a good day in Champions League. Baseball pissed me off because I was going to wear the San Diego one, but not today. Not today. I'm
Diego.
Stoatsy.
Yep.
Yeah, damn right. I'm Stoatsy. He's Dragon Wrangler. As always, we're going to start with opening statements. So, what do you got for the people, Jay?
Yeah. ESPN is obviously my favorite news sports outlet of all time. So
No sarcasm.
Saturday morning, and I'd like to point out that there's certain sports that they cover more of than anybody else as far as their broadcast, just not necessarily in their coverage. So Saturday morning, the lead ups for Sports Center, like the top stories of the day, were about the Dodgers free agency, which is baseball. About previewing the wild card or the divisional games for football, which is important, but at 9 a.m. sports happened the day before. A little bit of NBA. What they spent all of 7 seconds covering that I want to talk about real quick is that history was made Friday night in Pittsburgh. Alex Nedeljkovic, goalie for Pittsburgh, played the puck, got an assist early in the game. It happens sometimes, in the NHL. If you have two guys that basically passing back and forth, which is essentially what happened. Nice goal was scored. Nedeljkovic gets an assist. We go into the third period. The opposing team's goalie is pulled, and Nedeljkovic from behind his own goal hits a full ice goal. The
Oh,
first
nice.
the first goalie in the history of the NHL to score a goal and an assist in the same game has never happened before in the 100-year history of the NHL. And SportsCenter spent 7 seconds talking about it just to show those two clips of the assist and the goal after they're already about 45 minutes into SportsCenter. So with other sports, the NBA, right? ESPN will at least send their own announcers to the game of the week. ESPN doesn't even do that. They take what used to be Bally Sports, which is now FanDuel Sports, and just use the home team's home play-by-play announcers for their games of the week to then not cover it on SportsCenter. Where I'm going with this, sell. Sell the NHL, ESPN. Obviously, you have no desire to have any correspondence with them or any connection to them whatsoever when history is made. Look, if somebody hit for the cycle in the first time, or shit, if somebody hit for the cycle for the fifth time in a season, they would play it over and over 100 times the next day. They just would. It's
They
what they do.
didn't. They didn't over the summer, though.
Wow, that's a new. In the past, they always would have. All right.
They were
If
too busy covering pre-training camp for the NFL.
if LeBron dropped 12 points and had 4 assists, they would show it 100 times the next day.
Feature story, 2 hours in length. We go through
His
every point.
history was made, and we can barely make mention of it. Just be better, ESPN. Just be better.
Really don't ask for much on this show, I think. Um, yeah, that's incredible. And we're quickly becoming the news you haven't heard about with the Pittsburgh Penguins worldwide leader.
We just become a Penguins beat cast just out of the blue. I'm not even a Penguins fan. I fucking hate the Pens. Son of a
I
bitch.
know, right? I think that's what
Djokovic used to play for the Red Wings. Fuck him.
Oh God, yeah. You watch the Penguins are going to be like, "Yep, we're picking you up now. Here you go. Here's some money." It's like shit.
But you have to move to Pittsburgh. Ah,
Ah, ah. People give that city shit, but I love it there. I would
yeah.
do it. I would
Their
do it.
airport at 2 in the morning to 5 in the morning was like any airport from 2 in the morning to 5 in the morning.
Well, it's more to Pittsburgh than the airport, contrary to popular belief.
Not when I've been. Anyway,
All right, thanks for that take. Yeah, you motherfuckers. I had this whole spiel planned out, um, and I was so happy about it. Um, Mostly because it was a two-parter, and I thought, well, that's something Wrangler does all the time. That's pretty fun.
I do
Um,
quite frequently, yes.
yeah, yeah, and then it became a three-parter, so I guess this is my own thing now.
Ooh.
So yeah, first, and this is not one of the points. Let's see. I'm gonna space this out so I don't. All right, there we go. First off, January 18th is when this fine legendary show that's had no less than 53 billion listeners all time. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's a weird way of saying thank you to the 10 of you who listen. Cheers to you. We love you. Um, First thing that I wanted to talk about was actually the Dodgers because
I like
um,
it. I like it.
the Dodgers, the only thing that they've convinced me of is the purity of violence because fuck the Dodgers. I hate them so much, almost as much as the Cubs. If you've listened to this show, you know that's a lot. the
Pretty good deal.
Dodgers have finally convinced me that it's time for a salary cap in baseball.
Hey, let's go.
The way that they are cheating the entire system and the way that Clownfred is just sitting there like, oh, but if the derby dibby, I remember. And then he plays like with one of those like
That's exactly
spinning
what
things
it is.
on the ceiling and then vomits on himself. Um,
I just
yeah,
imagine he just plays with a fidget spinner while this is going on. It's the same difference.
yeah. So tell me if these are similar and equitable punishments. So the Padres, when
Mhm.
Aaron Judge was a free agent for like a second and a half, we're going to offer him a $14 million deal, or not $14 million deal, a 14-year deal.
Okay.
The max amount I forget right now. Okay, so that's on one side of the coin. On the
Wait,
other side of
there
the
is a max amount? How is there a max amount? There's no salary cap. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, like that we could afford, like we'd be
Oh,
homeless, that type
fair,
of thing.
fair.
Kind of like Juan Soto and how their the Mets owner had to sell like minor league franchises to pay for him. Um, it was going to
Didn't
be
hear
that
that. That's
situation.
actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so on one side you have the Dodgers literally getting told you, or the Padres getting told you cannot offer Aaron Judge a 14-year contract deal because that would ruin baseball. So that's on one side in one corner. On the other side, uh, we have Los Doyers, who have deferred for this season $1.375 billion.
All right.
Did I say this season? I meant for a number of players who are on their active roster. Let's
How
go
do you
through
even
them.
how do you even defer it though? Like, what are you
You
deferring?
pay it after.
You're just
So
not paying the players until after the season?
so they get like a little bit of it. Like I think Otani gets like a couple million now, but then like his payments will go into 2040.
That's fucking insane. So basically, we just Bobby Bonilla the shit out of this.
Yes, yes, they Bobby Bonilla it, but with the following players: obviously Otani, got Mookie Betts, Blake Snell, a former Padre, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Tommy Edman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Tanner Scott, also a former Padre. So
This
that
be
was,
guaranteed money at that point, right? So then why in that
yeah.
scenario would you just not Bonilla it and just retire right now and get paid out until 2040?
I think they've caught on to that and wrote something into the contract like, no, you have to play until this date or something.
Fair, fair.
Yeah. Um, then I'll give them credit. They want to win another championship, but $1.37 billion in deferred salary. That is insane to make this work.
What's
But
their total payroll?
it is, oh, what was that? It's over. Oh, God. I don't remember right now.
Over 3 billion?
No, no, I was gonna say that, but that's not correct. I think their luxury tax, it's taxed at 310 million just for this season alone. And the
Yeah.
next closest team is at like 250.
Right, but I'm just thinking if they're deferring 1.75 billion, that's got to be over 50% of their total salary, yeah?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for most of them, 1.375 billion.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's
I got to
stupid
imagine
numbers that we can't comprehend.
like you can't be at 2.7 billion as your total payroll. So realistically, we're talking about they're deferring like 75% of their salary this year.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the first one I want to cover. The second one that made me really mad that happened about an hour or so ago that I learned about it. Ichiro Suzuki
Yeah.
is Hall of Famer now. He
Ichiro.
got inducted. It wasn't unanimous by one vote.
What fucking dickhead didn't vote him in?
Somebody who's going to be a shameful little peepee boy their whole life.
I just think that if you don't hit home runs, and Otani can pitch too, so Ichiro getting on base is useless. He never
That's
won a title.
that's the
Fuck
level
you,
of
man.
intellect we're dealing with.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
serious.
even a fucking baseball guy, and I can tell you that Ichiro's a Hall of Famer. Like, dude,
Yeah, and he's a Hall of Famer. Like 100% officially, he's in.
what
Everything's
was his
good on that
career
front.
batting average? Like 320? Like, the dude's one of the best leadoff hitters ever.
Ever, yeah. Stole bags too, but let's ignore that. Everybody but one guy. Okay, so he cleared the threshold, but it's another fucking Derek Jeter move. And
Yeah.
everybody, I think, on the planet, unless you're like, I'm a Yankees fan, is going to agree that Ichiro deserves to be in over
But
Jeter.
Ichiro played for the Yankees at the end of his career. He
Oh, I
fucking,
know.
like,
But he didn't make his name there. That's what I'm saying.
no,
Like,
but I'm just
Jeter
saying if you're a
was,
Yankees fan and that's your argument, he fucking ended his career with you. That's all the more reason you should put his ass in.
yeah, unanimously. He should have been unanimous. I also think Jeter should have been unanimous. So
Agreed.
fuck you, baseball writers of America. So that's number two.
I feel like
Um,
baseball should be so clear cut on who gets in every year. Like, I, as a non-baseball guy, there's like certain dudes like Ichiro and Jeter in my eyes would be like, oh yeah, slam dunk without a doubt, no fucking question. They get in, period, done, go. Like Roger Clemens gets in, unanimous. Maddox, like there's just certain dudes who it's just like, yeah, like you're just in, you just are.
and yet Roger Maris is not in the Hall of Fame.
Fucking like, dude, I even go as far as like Tino Martinez should be a fucking unanimous. Like, dude, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so that's number two. So I got the Gerbu hiss angry
Ah,
fist. Can't wait to beat Los Doyers this year with their fucking $1 billion payroll, and we
if
got
they don't go
scraps.
162 and 0, they should lose a player for every time they lose a game.
See, that was another route I was going to take with this.
Or you
Is
should have to pay a player every time you lose a game.
yeah,
You have less deferred money. You lose $100,000 in money deferment every loss.
if you lose more than 40 games this season, Los Angeles Dodgers, bust of a season. I'm just going to say it now.
I mean, can we look into what like the only reason that should happen is if they have going back to last week's episode, an NFL rule that if more than 15 players die at one time, the commissioner gets gets to decide if they keep playing or not, or if they have to go priority waiver wire.
I don't like the Dodgers, but I don't want that to happen.
I don't
But
either. I'm just
I
saying that
understand.
should be
Yeah,
the only reason they don't win 135 games this year.
yeah, is massive catastrophic death.
All right.
That really
Here's
is.
for those of you who are in states that have DraftKings legalized, here's what you do is you start with $1 and you bet it against the Dodgers. And every game it's going to go up, 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 up until eventually if you go $2 day two, $3 day three, eventually you're going to double your money.
That's so poor advice. I love it.
Hey, hey, hey. It's the first betting advice I'm given. Fuck you.
Oh, all
Tell me
right.
that it's wrong. Tell me the logic's not there.
It's not there. Oh god.
How?
Now you watch. They're gonna go like fucking what, like 40 and 122 or some shit. And I'm gonna look like an asshole. But I'll
Just
celebrate
saying.
it.
The
Yeah.
Dodgers are going to be favored every single game, which means you're going to make more than what you bet back. So, in theory, it makes sense. It has to happen eventually.
See, you see what about the Dodgers does to me? I now have to refill my liquor drink. And yes, if you have been looking at it, dear listener, some of those ice cubes are replicas of the Titanic that are sinking. So there you go. Yep. Eyes into the stoatsy pouring liquor. All right.
Yeah.
So the thing that I
Drawn like one of your French girls.
oh yes. I'll tell you who's trying to draw like French girls is, for my third opening statement.
Let's
Um,
go.
Larry Kearney is drawing French girls with his spam emails. Okay. Yeah, this is a story
You, Larry.
you will not hear this story anywhere fucking else. Um,
We
so
are the worldwide leader in Larry Kearney coverage.
yeah, I'm glad we said that like 10 minutes ago. Um, so
I would
some
have if I'd known.
some days, when I got a break, like, and I don't want to get on Reddit or phone or whatever, I'm just like, man, I want to look at some stupid shit. So I open up my spam folder, right? Such
Oh,
an
yeah.
event happened this morning. I was like, yeah, I need some spam laughs. And
The
so
hell?
I see roughly 8 emails in there from this guy named Larry Kearney. All right. Out of North Carolina. He put his address on there. So I guess that, or a
Smart.
stolen
Smart man.
address. So I didn't look at it and I deleted those emails after writing this. So his emails advertise all sorts of fun things. Okay, so that and they're no way scams, of course, right? Including unlimited hosting and 99 AI tools for a one-time fee. That's number one. Over 90,000 in demand prompts at my fingertips, which I had to look into. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And what he's saying
Yeah,
is
that makes
basically,
sense.
if you're too dumb to tell AI how to work properly, then his like shitty prompt buddy software works.
So
It
basically,
doesn't.
you're using AI to beat AI.
Yeah, you're using AI to make AI work.
So basically, you're using Arnold to stop the Terminators in this scenario. You're using a robot, a Terminator T-1000, to stop the T-2000.
Mm-hmm. It's just been revoked. And one of the some other bangers are you can make over $278 a day selling kindergarten ebooks.
Dude, the kindergartners? Who are we selling them to?
Well, well, if they're rich kindergartners, then yeah, sell them three. But okay, and so that one was what got me to okay, I got to really like talk about this today. In
Fair.
that
It's fair.
email, he literally says if you give AI the right prompts, it'll write the book for you, and just copy paste that and self publish it on Amazon.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, so this guy might actually be my hero. Another one is building and selling 50,000 DFY websites with zero tech skills. I totally forgot what DFY stands for. Um, and
Do
then
for yourself.
yeah. And then the last one, which was just the title of an email, says watch Netflix to make over $5,000 of Bitcoin.
Oh, Bitcoin.
Oh my
None of those
god.
sound like scams whatsoever.
100% not a scam. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I eagerly await next week when Larry will send me 5 more AI emails and I will tell you how you can make let's see like $5,278 a day with these two
That
cheap tricks.
that reminds me of December 30th at 9:09 a.m. when I received a text that I will now read my response to. Stokes has already seen it, but I'm going to bring it back up on the show for the first time.
Yeah.
On December 30th at 9:09 a.m., I got a text that says, "Hi, Pizzacchini. How do you spell Pizzacchini, you may ask? Pizzicchini. Don't know who the fuck that is. Hi, Pizzacchini. It's been a while, so I wanted to reach out again about 4560 Loring Street. I'm guessing nothing has changed. Mark. My response, because the day before New Year's I might have had some drinks. I gave it some time. Actually, everything has changed! Exclamation point. recently came into a great fortune when opening Pizzacini's Penis Palace, an all-male strip club. We have dongs of all shapes, sizes, and colors. We even have one guy there, Stanky Steven, who can tie his dong into a knot. Come down tomorrow. I'll give you a real estate special. Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays. Those are the days Miguel butt chugs Clamato juice. I'm still waiting on his response to Pizzacini's response, but when that happens, Floral, you will be the first news outlet to get the updated story here.
So the Larry and Pizzacini train rolls on, is what we're trying to tell you here. Holy shit.
Pizzacini. I feel like Pizzacini would be like the doorman at like Giuseppe's Hogwarts. He'd like get off the train, and the guy that like greets you at the train would be like, "I'm a Pizzacini. Let me take your luggage to your dorm room."
So Pizzacini is effectively one of the slave elves. Is that what you're
Yes.
saying? Holy shit.
One of the Italian slave elves,
That
correct.
is so dark. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh.
I see it. It's your pool table. The queue needs more chuck. I got you. I'll go chuck your queue.
Gotta watch who you offer that to, Pizzacini. And that's how him and Larry become best friends. So stay tuned for next week when we reveal that little ditty.
If only the AI could chalk this pool cue for me.
Oh, Larry knows how. He, he's making $278 a day off of kindergartners. He's making $55,000 a year off of kindergartners.
Undefined if Hogwarts in Giuseppe's universe is K-12 or not. So there's a chance they might have a business venture together.
Oh my god, this madness. Oh, it's just once you understand that life is a comedy, dear listener, it gets so much more fun. Holy shit.
Really what we've been preaching for a year now.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right. We've been preaching a lot of things on this show, including one of Wrangler's favorite topics. Let's go ahead and get into it now, because it finally happened. All right.
Yep.
So, dear
I've been
listener,
waiting.
the first domino has fallen, if you will, in the wild, wild west, where all you can do is getting jiggy with your players leaving.
Yep.
A Power Four school has finally cried foul play. This week, the soon to probably be renamed Big 24 Conference and the Power I formation's last holdout, Wisconsin, because they don't need no New York and Wisconsin,
Damn right.
claim that the University of Miami in Florida, that's, I guess, worth noting to the one person who might have been confused, tampered with defensive back Xavier Lucas transfer. So to recap, Lucas left for Miami without actually entering the transfer portal, which is kind of a big no-no. Wisconsin alleges he signed a 2-year NIL contract, and leaving Wisconsin actually violates said contract. Wisconsin is claiming tampering and contract interference on Miami. To make things even weirder, Lucas' attorney, a guy named Darren Heitner. That's how I think Darren Heitner sounds.
I just imagine he walks into like a courtroom and he just like opens the door and he's like, Darren Heitner. The judge is like, Mr. Heitner, your client was found guilty 5 minutes ago. Darren Heitner makes dramatic entrance.
Darren Heitner, innocent.
Yes. They're like, yeah, but most attorneys show up on time to represent as opposed to making dramatic entrances, Mr. Heitner.
Right? How does Darren Heitner go into the Larry and Pizzacini like fucking friendship triangle?
I think it's pretty simple. When Pizzacini, when Pizzacini and Larry get caught for their fucking kindergarten, like fucking pyramid scheme, obviously he's going to represent them in court really poorly, showing up 12 minutes late.
Darren Cheney is on, or Heitner, whatever the fuck my name is. It's on Island Time. Hell yeah.
I just imagine like he's like hiding outside, like waiting right behind the door. There's like people walking, and he's just like waiting for the opportune time to enter. And just Darren Heitner is here. They're like, the judge is like, Mr. Pizzacini, if your attorney's not going to show up, we're going to have to start this trial without him. He's like, he said he'd be here. And Heitner's just outside, like, not yet, Darren. Not yet. Now's not the time for your entrance.
Wait for it, sweet child. Wait for it.
Wait,
Okay.
wait for it, sweet bar passing child. Wait for it.
I intentionally chose the one person that really didn't need to be highlighted whatsoever in this. So
Oh, I put his name in there for a reason. I was like, yeah, it's got a very Sankey feel to it. Let's do it.
we have a collection of fucked up toys, don't we? Darren Heitner claims. So of course that's Lucas's attorney here. Claims Wisconsin denied Lucas his right to enter the transfer portal, which is why he never entered into said transfer portal. Lucas, native of Pompano Beach, Florida, sounds lovely, 35 miles from University of Miami's campus and the city of Miami. So, who do you believe? What do you think of Bucky Badge's claim of a 2-year NIL deal being fully enforceable? And how do you punish Miami, Wisconsin, and or Lucas? So let's start off with the question: who do you believe in this situation?
I believe Lucas and Heitner. And the reason why is very simple. So, coming from the collegiate level, I've been very familiar with the transfer portal since it came into existence and the process of what it is. The process of the transfer portal is pretty straightforward. You go to your compliance department, you tell them, I want to be put into the portal because I want to leave. You don't have to tell your head coach, and technically, your compliance department is not allowed to tell your head coach. If I'm leaving Stoughton University and you're the head coach, your transfer portal won't show the kids from your institution with the thought process being to you, with the thought process being that they're allowed to do it anonymously, essentially to you if they want to. You're not supposed to know they're in there if they don't want to tell you. So, what I think happened, not to say that's right, just saying that's what the process is supposed to be. What really winds up happening at the end of the day is like you always have a pretty good relationship with your compliance department, any school you're at. So, truthfully, just Wisconsin's department said to the head coach, hey, this kid wants to go into the portal, and which I think is Luke Fickle. I think Fickle's there now, former Ohio State, former Cincinnati. So they went and said, "Hey, Coach Fickles, want to let you know you're all conference freshman Xavier's going into the portal." And then Fickle probably said, "No, denied, not allowed to do it." That to me is the most reasonable and rational situation here. I do think there's some tampering on the part of Miami from the sense of if he didn't go into the portal and he's winding up in Miami, clearly there's some foul play there. But I think that from Miami's vantage point and perspective, he should have been in the portal, and I think he was denied, which is not permissible by the NCAA's regulations.
Yeah, exactly. So this is one of those gray areas for sure. It's like you want NIL, but dot dot dot. So this is a situation where they're actually going to have to step up. I agree with you. 99.7%, similar to
Oh,
the
so close.
yeah, that one.
99?
So confused.
Question mark.
Yes, it is. It's a fucking Riddler candle or some shit.
Riddle me this, Pizzacini. How many cue balls need to get scratched before Larry can sell to a kindergarten child? And then you hear Darren Heitner.
He's just so mad he's not included. So yeah, the only thing that I disagree with is I don't believe Lucas said any of those things. I believe it was all Darren Heitner. That's where I was going with that
Yeah,
joke, and
no, that's
then
fair.
we beat the punchline there. So the next up portion, thoughts on the 2-year NIL deal.
Even if you, and I don't know the rules, I'm not an attorney, but even if you, in theory, wanted to sign a young man to a 2-year NIL deal, and essentially what they're claiming is contract breach that he didn't fulfill the 2 years by leaving, I don't think that is permissible per NCAA regulations. And so I think their argument is essentially null and void anyway. Because if we get to a point where you can just sign a kid to a 5-year NIL deal, then literally free agency has just happened. Not to say that free agency doesn't exist already, But at least at this point, with all the fucking bullshit that the NIL and the transfer portal is, you're only locked in for 1 year. If all of a sudden you're allowed to lock a kid in for two, or essentially do what the military academies do, right? So, like the military academies, you don't pay tuition, it's paid by tax dollars unless you leave. And then they basically back charge you for the time you were there. And it's not a cheap amount of money that they back charge you. If we ever get to that point, then the NCAA will already be, I mean, they'll be more fucked than they already are. But no, I don't believe that the idea of a 2 year NIL is something that could even be enforced if Wisconsin wanted to, because at that point, you've literally made free agency actual free agency.
So my only point of contention, and this is about to be a very antiquated point,
Yeah.
um, is was Lucas on a 1 year scholarship or a 5 year scholarship?
We're all on 5 year scholarships. It's the NIL that's the point of contention.
Well, no, because there was
That's
a
fair.
point of time where they were just doing the 1 year scholarships,
Fair, fair.
and the totally full scholarship teams
Well,
haven't happened yet, is what I'm saying.
technically, as you say that, in theory, a 5 year scholarship doesn't exist. Technically, every scholarship is a 1 year scholarship, even still today. It's just you'd have to be a total piece of shit to pull their scholarship after a year.
Well, it's not rare. Maybe not as much, say, in college football, but like in
Mhm.
other sports like lacrosse, baseball, it happens.
Usually
Huge.
it happens because of something disciplinary, though. Rarely does it happen because of performance. It can, it rarely does.
See, my point is this, right? So the it can happen, is what I'm saying. Is a
Right,
scholarship
absolutely, yeah.
can get pulled. It's not 5 years guaranteed, right? If this kid was only on a 1 year scholarship deal and he signed 2 years with NIL, I put that more on the school of getting a little bit screwed with money,
No, I'd agree.
right? And then if it was on the 5 year model, where it was guaranteed five that they're basically going to be going to here soon in the NCAA,
Mhm.
then okay, my point is moot.
Well,
Um,
I think you make an interesting argument with that too, because at that point, Heitner could actually sue Wisconsin for a contract breach. Because if a scholarship's only a 1 year, but an NIL deal is a two, would be an impermissible contract to say that you have to be at an institution that's not guaranteeing you a 2nd year scholarship to keep the money. So he could actually sue them for contract violation and say, hey, even though I'm at Miami, I still want my 2nd year NIL money.
yeah, honestly, he could because of the whole consideration point. Who's trading what for what, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, if they don't release him and let him go to Miami scot free, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
in theory, what an NIL is supposed to be is not technically through the institution. It's not institution money. So in theory, by the letter of the law, even if you signed an NIL deal, it would be impermissible for it to say you have to be a University of Wisconsin student athlete to get this money. So actually, the University of Wisconsin might be fucking their own boosters over here
Well,
because
wait, because if I recall from the article and situation, Lucas was actually getting NIL from Wisconsin,
from the actual institution itself.
from the athletic department.
Is that not impermissible? I thought from the
Not
start,
anymore.
everything with the NIL was that it had to come through
No,
boosters and outside channels.
no, that's some of the stuff that was part of the lawsuit, right? And
House versus
so
NCAA, yeah, but that doesn't go
yeah,
into effect till next year.
yep, there was a preliminary injunction for that, if you'll
Yeah,
recall, beforehand that would allow athletic departments to do that. And really, the only ones that did were like your Ohio States of the world, in your
yeah,
Power Four conferences. So,
sure.
yeah. Okay, so we've covered the 2 year deal. Um, let's move on. What is the punishment for Miami, Wisconsin, and or Lucas? Choose any and all.
I think the back in the day, before NIL, if you did something impermissible, you lost scholarships, right? So I think now what happens as a punishment is you should have a salary cap put on. If you're going to tamper with other institutions and basically go in impermissibly into the portal to give money to students and more money to students, then you should get slapped with a salary cap for 1 to X amount of years. From Lucas, I don't think any punishment should go into play because, again, I think Lucas tried to rightfully enter the transfer portal. And I think he was legally denied. So I think from Lucas's perspective, I think he's off scot-free and should actually get that second year of NIL money from Wisconsin, even if he's no longer enrolled.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you on this. Um, However, let's say in the grand scheme of things, it works out. It was like a 5 year scholarship offer, etc. So Darren Heitner is at
Oh
fault
yeah.
here. And so what my punishment would be in that situation only, to add just something a little bit different to the conversation, is I would suspend Darren Heitner from being able to
Uh,
negotiate NIL deals or recruit players to be their agent moving into the NFL for 4 years.
yeah. Love that now you can literally just hire an agent coming out of high school. It's my favorite thing ever. It's the absolute best, you know. Now we got to talk about suspending fucking lawyers and agents because that's what you should be doing after your freshman year of college.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what student athletes need. So, main, well, it is actually also what student athletes need.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, it is.
it's the Nardowick Poetry Slam, brought to you by Giuseppe and Friends, the ultimate spinoff of your favorite uh,
It's
wizarding tale.
it's just like an Italian Fox News covering like Italian politics.
Nothing happened today, but we can talk about it for about like 3 hours. Yep. Yep. And Kevin's going
Like
to be there with AI. It's going to be great.
like it.
Um, yeah. So let's get on with it. The Nardowick Poetry Slam. So, what fine piece of poetry do you have for the folks tonight?
I've got a repeat poet by the name of ASAP with a dollar sign Rocky, who I've
Ooh.
I've used before. I think Allure was a song of his a couple weeks ago. And the name of this song is Taylor, like a tailor that would like tailor clothes. Taylor Swift, SWIF. And it goes, shoot my shot, got her wet. Woo! Bet that's all my net, girl. That's wetty. Ready? Gave me all neck. I'll be heading ready. Might just sign my ex girl on Malcolm and Eddie already. Your ass might just go and get upset. Don't be petty already. Smoke sesh. So you stressed. Boy, that's Reggie already. Got cadets in my set. Who up next? Boy, they ready. She wants sex. I profess my finesse. Who weddy. For the punk shit, for the funk shit, for the thug shit, for the go dumb shit. Get your gun shit. Who got the funk shit? Got the funk shit.
Oh,
Fuck,
shit.
fuck up the function. Who
Function.
with the dumb shit. Don't give a fuck shit. Don't give a fuck shit.
Darren
And it,
Heiner don't give a fuck shit.
damn right. Ah, he was too early. He comes in later. Uh, Eating lamb chops on the block when we was broke. We was broke.
You
Even
can
when I
afford
was
lamb
poor.
chops? Damn. What is your
Apparently.
definition of broke?
It's all relative, man. Aldi was running a special that week. Even when I was poor, I was out here eating goats. Eating goats. Mary had a little lamb, but my mama need a coat. Yeah, I had Sherlin and Gucci Link at 4 years old. Yeah. I'm too swift. Don't tell Taylor about this shit. Yeah, I stick up, kid. I'm too swift. Yeah, yeah. Now don't tell Taylor about this shit. Yeah, wetty. Go to my tailor. Got me dripped like, yeah, wetty. Go to my tailor. Wetty. Got me dripped up, then a bitch. Yeah, wetty. Then it goes to that again. Uh, was a stick up kid. Imagine all the shit I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
violent. I was just a kid. I just fucked this feminist. Yeah,
Feminist.
shouty. I ain't feminine. Why don't you give my dick a kiss? Yeah, she trying to give my dick a kid. Riding on my strip again. Yeah. Hiding through my window tint, hit a lick again. Yeah. Got these bad words sick again, hit a lick again. We gon' freak, we gon' hold on. Yeah. Show on me, she on gold. Yeah, she on gold. She on green, she on go. I'm 2G, she agree, I'm a goat. Goat! That is Taylor Swift by ASAP Rocky.
Darren Heitner.
Darren Heitner.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I hate that I have to follow these up every week because I know I don't do well
You
with
can
them.
go first anytime you want to. You're always welcome.
Yeah, this one I might need to start. Um, Mostly because I think you read yours too, so yeah, it's interesting strategy there.
What's the alternative? To fucking memorize it and recite it?
Oh no, I just search, pick one, and say, "Yep."
Oh, yeah, no, I do. I always pick the best one. A
Hey,
lot
you
of times I'll be driving around. Well, now I don't drive much. Back when I used to drive all the time, I'd drive around and randomly like a song would come on and I'd be like, this sounds really fucking stupid. Let's pick this one. Now I just, yeah, Google it.
nice, nice. All right, well, thanks for that one. To round out our Nardo Wick poetry slam session, uh, I got a poem from two poets who worked together on this, so that's cool. They're best friends, I guess. Uh, Super King, um, and Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, two phones.
True. The name of the poem is "Tell on Me."
You won't. Fucking tattletale.
Nope. Um, for whatever reason, I guess it's worth knowing the intro is by Super King.
That's very noteworthy, yes.
Oh my God, no way. Yeah. Is you with it? Ooh, like I'm with it. Like I'm with it. Says ha 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 ha. Tell me, know what I mean straight up. I don't need your friend sweating me and shit. Straight up. Super. I don't know what any of that's referencing.
I've
What's
never done
happening?
anything that's been on Nardo has been referencing. I still don't know what a ceiling fanboy is, and we recited that a year ago.
I forgot about that. That's so distressing. Thank you, Rum. So this verse is by Super King. What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening?
You cute, too cute to be alone.
Getting jiggy with it.
Damn it, I should have just chose that one. Um, we can get acquainted, exchange numbers, and tag phones. What's your number?
With the
Don't get
Wild Wild West.
uh, don't get me wrong. I don't do this every day.
Every day.
Damn. I was hoping
Only
you were
on the
gonna.
weekends.
Hoping you were gonna continue your Wild Wild West like
No,
that.
I've run out of Will Smith lyrics. I know no more.
Yeah, I know. The only lyrics I know from that song are Wild Wild West, Jim West, and that's it.
Oh, more than I do.
Yeah. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I do this every day. Nah.
Here come the men in black.
But you were looking so good. I just had to get your name.
Nope. Probably like a Twantisha.
What's your name? By the way, my name is Pope. Yeah. You can
Your
call
name?
me what you
Pope?
want, baby. Just don't call me broke. Nope.
Pope or poke? It's like a Pam Pan thing.
Oh no, Pope like the Pope and you know Jesus.
I don't think he's ordained. I'm just throwing that out
Yeah,
there as potential possibility.
yeah, I don't know about that either. I know what you want, a man that can let you fuck with and talk to. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that line right there. You ain't no Pope. Come on.
Damn right. You can't
Well,
fuck with the Pope. You can talk to him, so you're half right.
mm-hmm. Welcome to my palace. Let's have a little walkthrough. Huh? Skate down the avenue. Yeah. Late night rendezvous. Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow, this is just up front. In the A, I own a cruise. That's type of shit I do. Fuck you do. You know what's going on. My mind's stronger. My grind stronger.
Stronger.
Grind stronger with stronger. Well done. Uh, if you can keep your mouth closed, baby, this is our song. Interjected with various Will Smith lyrics.
Fair. Accurate. Yeah.
If I beat that pussy up, is you gonna tell me? If I beat that pussy up, is you gonna tell me?
Why would you need somebody to tell you? Wouldn't you know?
Girl, I got to know, yeah. If I beat that pussy up, you gonna tell me. If I beat that pussy up, you gonna tell me. Girl, I got to know, yeah. I think that's about all of that song that you need to hear
Yeah, I
because
agree with that
it gets a
statement.
lot worse. Oh my goodness me. I should start
Good to
looking
know.
at these.
Good to
But
know.
anyways, our first session, we didn't have the Nardo Wicks, so that's like
Yeah, that
progress
came in like
against.
episode 3 or 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Such a staple. Um, as is another staple on this show.
Yup. 2 years running.
That is talking about well, of course, to start with, starts next Thursday. You
Yep. I
might
put a lot of effort into the script this week, so you got this. I know you can deliver.
I also
Like the
texted you
postman, you're gonna deliver.
I also texted you earlier and said I changed parts and this is part of it.
You said you added to it. There is a difference.
There is, but it is technically a change. Next Thursday, Thursday, Thursday.
Grave digger, going back to year one. Let's go.
It's sort of a clips episode. Hey. The single greatest sport competition on the planet fucking returns.
Hell yes.
And
Never left
yes,
my heart. Tyler Huntley's still out there throwing dimes.
or pennies as the fans referred to him that year. And yes,
Pesos. Yep.
and yes, you're goddamn right. It's the Pro Bowl games,
Yup.
which
Yup.
return to Camping World Stadium,
Hell yeah, they
brother.
do. Hell yeah, they do.
Not only do they feature events such as, and this is from their website, group ticket purchasing, which I mentioned it's on the website. The specific part of the website is under event information, which you would think would tell
It
you
is.
about what's there.
Nope. Doesn't tell you about the event. It just gives you a link to purchase group tickets.
Which leads to our next point. It's you go on this site and you're trying to navigate the least user friendly website of all time,
Ever.
going back to the 90s.
Literally ever. But I guess their thought process is anybody stupid enough to actually go to the Pro Bowl games or care probably doesn't even have internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and as Phelps put it, Thursday's skill competition at an event that brands itself as 100% for the fans. It's in all bold. It takes up most of one of their graphics. Won't be open to the fucking public. So
Keep that shit private.
we're going fucking open
You
season on
come
this shit.
in my Camping World Stadium. You keep the fans out.
They have to pay. It's not open. This is not a goddamn soup kitchen. Pro Bowl games, opinions, fuckery, and of course, a website crawl. Year two, baby. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Well, for one, the fact that they're back in Orlando to me says that when I think we were on Sports on Broad Street when we discussed it before. I don't think it was plastered. Anyway, year one of us talking about the Pro Bowl games prior to Floral, it was in Las Vegas. And one of the things we discussed is how long is it going to take for the Pro Bowl games to get kicked out of Vegas permanently? Apparently, the answer is 1 year because it's now not rotating cities, it's just permanently in Orlando. Um, I'd like to talk about how non-user friendly their website is and tie that into something completely different. The
So I have, let's see, I have one short point. I have two short. No, I have like one short point. If you would like me to
fire
preface,
away, homie. What you got?
because I think your like preface is a little bit better for my answer too.
What you
Okay.
got? What you got? What you got?
So I'll start this segment off. Ooh, new year, new me. Um,
Woohoo! Get it, boo.
let's go. Um, mentioned before that it ain't free. The current ticket prices for the Sunday flag football competition range between a measly $29 and $817 fucking dollars.
Is that to be in the high five tunnel, or is that sold out again?
So, in other words, Larry,
Really driving up the ticket prices by not letting them in on Thursday.
yeah, yeah. So in other words, Larry, you have to sell like three daily bestseller kindergarten books to get seats at the 50-yard line at the
To get
motherfucking Pro
no,
Bowl
no, no.
games.
To get one seat, to get a seat for you and a friend, you got to sell a whole week's worth.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. He needs 6 business days of that, bucko. Let's see it do that.
If somehow, well, I mean, stupid people hang out with other stupid people. So if you have a friend who wants to go with you and you need to get two tickets,
I know, right? Who's stupid enough to say yes to that? Don't get into cars with strangers with candy and don't go to the Pro Bowl games.
why
Figure
do
it
none
out.
of my friends want to go to the Pro Bowl game? Because none of them want to be your fucking friend either.
They want to leave you. You're getting adopted. Um, yeah. So between 29 and $817. Um, I'm also going to preface this by saying, I looked through the entire website
Mhm.
on every fucking link. I cannot tell if you buy tickets to Sunday's event if that automatically gets you into Thursday's event. I think it
No,
does, but it
no,
never
it's
says that.
Thursday is not open to the public. You can't go to Thursday's event. You're not allowed.
Okay, there's one caveat to that. There is one web page that says you can go and see the Pro Bowl games, and it doesn't specify which ones.
Only Sunday. Only the finals of all this shit.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Thursday is not open to the public, period. It is bolded and underlined.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So anyways, you were going to talk about the website and the lack of
Yes.
shit therein.
Well, so when going to the NFL, actual NFL.com website, tried for a good 10 minutes this morning to find a breakdown of events for the Pro Bowl game skills competition. And all I could find on the NFL's website was just that Thursday's a skills competition and Sunday's a flag football finale. I had to Google basically the breakdown of events, which took me to the only website you can find it on is operations.nfl.com, NFL football operations. Now, I'd like to talk for a minute
It's
here.
on two different places on the World Wide Web. Holy
No
shit.
fucking way.
Yeah, holy shit.
I'd like to talk just for a second here about the events and what they've decided to name these, and also the fact that think I think they've gotten rid of easily everyone's favorite event for not real people. Kick-tack-toe will not be back for a third year, according to their events list.
Son of a bitch.
Why even bother to go at this point? Fucking, I'll just stay home and watch them not on my TV.
All
All
of
right.
Larry's kindergarten books tomorrow are going to be depressing.
Then the rabbit jumped out of the hole and got shot in the head by a fucking hunter. All right. So, first off on Thursday, we have passing the test. I find this ironic because most NFL quarterbacks didn't take tests in college themselves. They had nerds to do it for them. So to call it passing the tests is just fucked up.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks, but then as we read into it and go more, there's a second layer to this. So quarterbacks try to hit targets at various distances around the field worth different point values in 40 seconds. Before the challenge, each quarterback will select a Pro Bowl games teammate to answer 5 trivia questions about current Pro Bowl players. For every correct answer, quarterback gets an additional 10 seconds. The winner of the competition is the team whose quarterback scores the most points. So Basically, it's who knows their teammates the best, and you can get bonus time for
Mhm.
that. Okay. Interesting start to a Pro Bowl game. All right, so we're gonna move on here and keep that one dog-eared for a second here. Five trivia questions. Okay. Satisfying catches. One wide receiver, tight end, defensive back from each conference will
Whoa,
compete.
whoa, whoa, sir. You did not say who it's presented by.
I don't have who it's presented by. Who's it presented by?
Ooh.
Operations.nfl.com doesn't have that.
Satisfying catches presented by Snickers.
So satisfying. All right. One wide receiver, tight end, and defensive back from each conference will compete in a challenge obstacle course, including catches from a jugs machine at three different distances to test every aspect of catching a football other than doing it in a real game scenario with a defender. Each teammate will complete the course back to back with the lowest combined time winning the challenge. So basically, professional athletes whose job is to catch a football, can you catch three footballs?
Mm-hmm.
We move on. The relay race, a
This one has
simultaneous,
no sponsor either.
a simultaneous relay style event. Really, just bring relay races into the 21st century here, where four players from each conference complete a 40-yard dash before handing a football to the next athlete on their team, continuing until the fourth and final leg crosses the finish line. Conferences will compete in 3 rounds, the fastest team winning. So, what if the dude that I voted into the NFL Pro Bowl game doesn't compete in that? Do I get my vote back? Because that's not everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Darren Heitner, we have a case for you.
You're right. Helmet harmony.
Mm.
Remember when I said let's go ahead and just dog ear the first one for a minute here? We're coming
Yep.
back to it now.
Yep.
Also, going back to last week's episode, a game show to test player knowledge of their teammates. That's the first fucking event again. You
Uh-huh.
just repeated the same event.
Mm-hmm.
With every correct answer worth 1 point. If the fucking questions about our teammate aren't like which porn star did he think he got pregnant at the Vegas Pro Bowl games? What was the name of the officer that arrested him and said he was taking him to prison for cocaine in Vegas? Like, there's serious questions that need to be answered and doesn't need to be like, what college did DK Metcalf go to? Fuck you, NFL Pro Bowl games.
Pro Bowl games at night.
Okay. And then the final event on Thursday, before we get into Sunday for a minute here, because they've replaced kick tac toe, and I need to talk about that. Dodgeball presented by Bud Light.
Oh, they had the sponsor there. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Uh, so all I have to say about Dodgeball presented by Bud Light is if they're not a 24 pack of Bud Light in each, then I don't want to fucking see it. That's bullshit. You can't say we're sponsored by Bud Light and then not get them loaded in Orlando off of Bud Light before they dodge and ball. All right.
Yeah, they got a shotgun some fucking Bud Lights, bro.
Dude, every time you get hit, you should have to shotgun one before you can come back in.
Or
And
get
then
up off the ground.
then you have to answer a question about who has the most illegitimate children on your team. All right, punt perfect has replaced kick tac toe because if there's one thing we needed, it was to get rid of people who aren't real people, kickers, and add people who are even less real people, punters. Punt perfect. Two players, one punter, one non-punter from each conference. Oh, hang on now. Now we're making real people non-real people? Why
Yep.
aren't we making the punters do real people shit? You know who's not going to be in the fucking like the great football race we're going to get to in a minute here?
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
punters.
Fuck. No, no fucking way.
All right. One punter, one real person from each conference. Punt from the 35-yard line, attempting to place as many punts as possible into a set of 6 buckets in the end zone. Hang on, fucking 6 buckets in the end zone? The whole point of punting is to not punt it into the end zone. You want to fucking keep it out. Now we've just reinvented the purpose of this position. Each bucket is worth 1 point, with every fifth punt worth 3 points. The two players with the highest combined score will be the winners. Fuck you. All right. The Great Football Race on Sunday. 6 players from each conference will face off in a relay race consisting of 5 different challenges, culminating with a sled push. And then finally, the tug of war.
Ooh,
Uh,
do you want to hear my Spark Notes version of the Great Football Race?
please, what you got?
CrossFit style relay races.
A
That's
lot of really bad form pull-ups. Yep.
yep.
And then finally, tug of war. So now, in a league where we already don't play our own sport, we've now gotten rid of the fucking stupid games we played for 2 years and completely replaced them with arguably even stupider games.
Yep.
Fucking not one, two, two trivia games in a Pro Bowl game in a sport where people ram their fucking heads into each other as fast as they can for 60 minutes. It shouldn't be, what do you know about your teammate? It should be like, are you smarter than a kindergartner fucking Pro Bowl edition? That shit I would watch. You
Yeah.
put you put freaking Xavier McKinney out there against a kindergartner, and it's like, who was the second president of America? And he's like, Mr. Coach Saban, man? Is it a jet ski? It's got to be a jet ski.
No, everybody knows it was Darren Heitner.
Yeah, Darren Heitner was the first, second, and third. Darren Heitner invented electricity, Bobby, and Franklin's the devil.
Oh, what a stupid episode. We kind of love it. Continue.
Nope,
Uh,
that's it. That's the end of the events that aren't flag football.
yeah.
I just like that on their actual website, not fucking organization. They basically are trying to, in order to get people excited about flag football, they talk about the Olympics. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you saw that part or not.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Let's see.
oh, there's
Uh,
all kinds of things that I saw.
the
Uh,
25 Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. They have a sponsor for the games just as a whole. Will again
oh,
include
only one.
will
Oh, my dear
again
boy. We're going on an
will
adventure.
again include an international NFL flag football championship tournament featuring top youth teams from around the world, underscoring the NFL's commitment to the global growth and accessibility of flag football ahead of the LA 2028 Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's what we're culminating with. I think the final event should be the winner of the NFL's flag football competition should play the winner of the youth flag football competition and just see what happens.
And the winner of that game plays the current Team USA flag football team.
And the winner of that game gets to go to the Olympics, not you, Hoosh. Fucking Hoosh Deuce that not winning that championship. Might lose to the kids team.
Man, them 12-year-olds is good. Okay. So like I said, I found this from another method. Um, so I'm gonna walk you through it. Let's see if you can replicate it. That's the scientific method, right? Um, so you have to go to the Pro Bowl games program. Okay, so on the Pro Bowl games website, there's like a sub header that says like the Pro Bowl games program or event program, something like that. And then you have to go in said program in which on page like 2 or 3, or maybe it might be the first page, it tells you how to use the program. Like you have to read a
You open it and you
tutorial.
read it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you would think, but they have this like half-page thing about how to use the digital program, folks. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck am I reading? Um, so on page 10 of this program that apparently you need to have a fucking tutorial to get through, it actually gets to that list of what they're actually playing that we just overviewed. All right. So you may
Great
be asking,
marketing. I
yeah,
guess it's irrelevant since you can't go to the fucking skills competition anyway, but
right. Nobody can go, so who cares what they're doing? Um, so you might be wondering what else is in this fine Magna Carta, if you will, of sports documents. Um, in the same pamphlet, you find all sorts of gems. Um, a tutorial on how to play flag football, bios on the Pro Bowl coaches, Peyton and Eli Manning, because nobody's heard of those fuckers before. Um, a Fit for Glory, the official headwear of the 2025 NFL Pro Bowl games advertisement, although it doesn't actually have a website of where you could buy the hats. It just says
Wait,
New Era.
it's an official headwear of the advertisement, not of the Pro Bowl itself, or it's an
Mm.
advertisement for the official headwear of the Pro Bowl.
It's an advertisement for the official headwear of the Pro Bowl.
Is it a bucket hat or is it a visor?
They had multiple hats, but I don't
Oh,
remember
okay.
seeing a bucket hat. Um, has Walter Payton Man of the Year award recipients. Okay, that's cool. They have a Pro Bowl records page because the Pro Bowl is obviously a real game with things that happen. Rosters for the AFC and NFC teams, player bios.
Which actually aren't even right because the team that makes the fucking Super Bowl is going to have replacements. So you can't even have a roster yet.
Right, right. And two more items. The NFL expanding its global presence while featuring, if you'll remember, the dumpster fire game that happened in Sao Paulo, Brazil earlier this year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And of course, the all time roster. And they also have
The all-time Pro
advertisement.
Bowl roster?
Yeah. Like if you ever made a Pro Bowl before, they list you. And it's like, hey, there
Do
you
the
are.
punters now get included in that and the kickers because fucking flag football, you don't punt, I would assume? Like, are
Mm-hmm.
they included in that now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Punt perfect.
No, perfect. No. What
You know
else
what's
did
going to happen as a result of punt perfect?
hmm,
Teams are going to see somebody punt just as well, put just as many balls in buckets as a real punter. They're going to be like, 53-man roster. But now I could carry an extra defensive lineman if I just let my wide receiver punt because they're punting just as well. I don't need a punter now. Problem solved. Extra lineman.
the way that you convince one of your players to take it up is be like, hey, you know Shohei Otani? He's a two-way player.
You
You
remember
can't
back when
be
you were in high school, you were a punter, a kicker, a quarterback, and a corner? Well, welcome to high school.
I'm
I was
coach.
Hunter plays two positions. Why can't you?
Damn it. I was gonna say I'm Coach Deion Sanders.
No, he's going to Dallas. Don't worry.
You don't think he's gonna try and pull the same shit there? With a reduced
100%.
roster. Come on. Yeah.
They're going to trade Dak, and somehow, some way, they're going to find a way to get Hunter and Shador in Dallas. They're going to trade away like fucking CD and Dak for like the first and second pick.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
also, if you give up the first or second pick for Dak, you deserve to lose every game in the history of your franchise for the rest of the time. If you give up a fucking fifth round pick for Dak, you deserve to lose every game in the history of your franchise for the rest of the time. And I hope that your team has to play fucking flag football against the youth winner.
Because you're gonna get smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fucking boat raced in that one.
Dak's just throwing the ball at porta potties. Let's go.
Get back in the porta potty.
I tell
Yeah.
you, you can come out. Ah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I also found the advertisers of the Pro Bowl games. I don't know what else you had to add to this fine
Nothing. That was the
conversation.
extent of mine. I'm just gonna fucking tag along with whatever you got from now on. Fire away.
Okay, fantastic. Because
Fine, dude. I party with Marty. It's cool.
single space, this is like a page long. It's fucking insane. The amount of advertisers I found for the Pro Bowl games program.
They probably cut a hardcore discount. In all seriousness, it's probably like, yeah, to like advertise an NFL game is going to cost you like 50 million, but to advertise the Pro Bowl games, we'll give you all the sponsorship Thursday night that you want when the public's not allowed for like 5 million.
After you hear these, you're not gonna believe how right you were. Like, holy shit. Okay,
Onlyfarms.com. Let's go.
no, but sometimes you wish it was that good. So you have the tool supplier Bosch. And the
More.
scene is a kitchen, and somebody put a fucking table saw in it.
I
And
like
that's
doing all my woodwork in the natural light.
and that's where we start. Get comfortable because this is a long list.
Sometimes I overcook my bacon a little bit. I need this.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. You have a Mercedes-Benz plug-in hybrid advertisement for people who want to ignore lacks of car recalls. So that's cool. You have something that I'll never be able to afford: Falcon 10X private jets.
Hang on, hang on. Nobody that can afford that would be caught dead in Orlando or would be caught dead at the Pro Bowl games. What the
Yep,
fuck are we doing?
yep. It's so
Is
bad.
this just like Inception where we're just like advertising to the other advertisers who are going in to see their own advertisements? Did they just fucking Leo everybody? Did we just get DiCaprio'd?
Oh my god. We found the true wolf on Wall Street and it's a falcon. Holy shit.
Weirdly enough, our fucking next segment involves Falcons. Let's go.
Oh my god. Yep, that's it. The falcon on Wall Street. That's
The Wolf-Falcon on Wall Street.
it's hyphenated. That is your episode fucking title. Holy shit.
Yep. Yep. Thanks, Pro Bowl games.
We've been doing this for a year and we've only gotten better in our own heads.
That's true.
Yeah, so Falcon 10X private jets. That's a real fuck you to all of us out there. OPSEC, who quote works with the greatest sports leagues and clubs to tackle fakes and bring fan experiences to life, unquote.
Bullshit. You don't work with fucking OT.
Like, and that's about it. Like, that's all you really get from the advertisement, too. There's
That's
like
fair.
some weird shit in the background. Another Mercedes Benz advertisement, a Pepsi advertisement, um, an advertisement for a phone game called Astrobot,
Yep. Yep.
Dove's. Yep, yep. Dove soap. Okay, that one makes sense. Uh, this next one, as opposed to most of the advertisements earlier that didn't include where you could look up more information, United States Steel, like steel, the material, with a QR code. We have
So before you get to that, just has in big bold letters for all the fans, which is not true because Thursday you don't allow people in. Go ahead.
exactly. Next, we have Right Brand thick cut bacon, which is apparently, quote, thicker than an entire offensive line. So you're telling me you're selling 1,500 pounds of product?
I also found the bucket hat. It's for New Era, which I don't think you've gotten to them yet, but yeah.
Oh, no. They're the hat people. So this is everybody else. And we buckle up, Buttercup, because we got a long way to
Every
go.
other fucking page is an ad. Like this is fucking insane.
Isn't it? Isn't
Yeah.
it? A Walmart/HP advertisement for laptops, printers, and douchey headsets.
The Poly Voyager 5200.
A Verizon advertisement that just says, "This is
Uh,
fandom, powered by Verizon."
Hang on
Verizon.
though, because I want to go back to the HP Walmart one for a second here.
Oh God. Okay.
The
I shouldn't have
sec
told you how to find this. This
No,
segment is
I
just
already
like,
knew it. I got out of it way earlier. The second page of the Walmart one is an HP computer,
mhm.
and there's four dudes, and I'm going to paint a picture for those of us who aren't looking at it. There's a couch, which there's a dude sitting on a couch with a beer in his hand, and another dude with a beer in his hand with shoes on. Then in front of the couch, there's a coffee table. One dude is sitting on the floor, basically between the legs of another dude with a beer next to him, laughing at the screen. And then to the side, there's a dude with slick back hair who's got a fucking bowl of popcorn that they haven't touched yet with no beer, who's freaking the fuck out looking at the other three dudes. I assume because it's the Pro Bowl games, it's supposed to be they're watching an NFL game. Who the fuck was like, hey guys, you want to come over and have some beer and popcorn and watch the Pro Bowl games on my HP laptop? Like, fucking what?
That is this entire fucking program. Holy
What?
shit. Yeah. Yeah. And so now, okay. So we'll just skip over all of the jokes therein for the thicker than an offensive line advertisement.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Yep. So we went through that one. USAA membership, also with a QR code worth mentioning.
Yep.
Um, the Hogwarts Legacy video game advertisement.
Pizzacini. I think the dude in the hood probably is Pizzacini. He's trying to break in.
Heck, you fuck off. Yeah, let's go. There's a Gatorade advertisement.
Yep.
Copilot by Microsoft AI because we haven't had enough AI yet, right?
Kayvon Thibodeau, a pro QB chaser, as he's listed.
Exactly. A Visa credit card advertisement. Oh my God. Yeah. So this one, it's an advertisement of two ladies wearing some clothing, and it
They're Blazers, I assume.
blazer, taser, my
Blazers.
consigliere, Michelle. So my notes here were some shit called Veronica Beard. I think it's clothing question mark. So that's that.
You
Okay.
can't say you're wrong, I guess.
Okay. This and it's perfect. This transition, dear listener, is oh my God, so perfect in my mind. It is the most beautiful thing on this planet in, in the worst document of all time. So before that, we have such fashionable clothing that a standard person can't tell that that's what it's really for. And then the next ad is success boil in a bag variety of rices.
A bag. It's in a box.
But that's the name. It's in a bag.
It does say boil in a bag. Jasmine, brown rice, white rice, quinoa, and basmati. Quinoa in a bag.
Like, how pissed do you have to be if you're at Veronica Beard and you spent tens of dollars on this advertisement? And then you look on one page afterwards, and that's what you're next to is boilable bags of rice.
I'd actually be happier about that than the next one being the second next one. Holy shit.
Oh,
The
oh.
next one's even worse. I mean, I guess it fits Orlando, but Jesus Christ.
So it's a Disney advertisement.
It's not just a Disney advertisement.
I guess it's an announcement too, in some ways.
There is so much more to it than that. Disney's gone punk.
Yep, and they're releasing an album for it. The album title is A Whole New Sound, where Mickey looks like he took way fucking too much of Goofy's stash. Oh my God, he's like seriously, Mickey is just like on a fence, just like, man, I'm vibing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm vibing.
Donald looks like he'd just be like trying to hardcore spit some Nardo Wick at anybody that wants to pass by and be like, dude, you're white. You can't say that shit.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely yells it out in public. Oh my God, like the photo of that is just what the fuck were you people thinking? Holy shit, we're nowhere close to done either. Holy fuck.
And then this fucking Disney Goes Punk album features the artist from the early 2000s, Newfound Glory, Mayday Parade, Simple Plan, Magnolia Park, Yellow Card, featuring Chrissy, not George Costanza, We the Kings, Plain White Tees, Meet Me at the Altar, Boys Like Girls, Tokyo Hotel, Lolo, and Bowling for Soup. In case you're worried you wouldn't get your punk fix of Disney today.
You got it here and
The
at the
next one might be even worse.
yeah, yeah, yep,
They
yep,
did find the perfect spokesman for him, but holy shit.
yep, yep. So I'm once again, I'm just going to read off my notes here because they seem to be working. Andy Reid admitting he can't tie shoes anymore and just goes with his Skechers hands-free, relaxed fit slip-ins with a fake knot per shoe for appearances. And it has a diagram of how to work the fucking shoes.
Not only that, but the Chiefs didn't want to be a part of it. He's just wearing red. There's no logo.
Oh. We
He's holding a football looking angry like a child just walked in front of him and spit out some hot fucking fire. And he's like, that's not how you say that word, you fucking hooligan. It's not how you spell Tokyo Hotel. There should be a Y there.
folks, life is a goddamn comedy. Oh, and then we kind of mellow out for a little bit.
Yep.
But we still have a long way to go.
Fine, we're on page 53 by now.
For those of you keeping track at home, on your score sheets, R.I.P. Bob Euchre. Hertz Rental Cars is next. That follows that one up. Like, nope, we're not competing with
Yep.
Walrus and Slippers. Lenovo AI bot. So we have so much AI in this. Next, we have a Gatorade ad for opening night, which is, I guess, for the Super Bowl. Somehow?
That's what I got from it, which arguably I would argue is closing night, but okay.
Yeah. And then the next one is so goddamn confusing. I'm guessing
I'm so lost right now, too.
there's a field and something that looks like a trophy, but
It's a trophy of like a knee brace, like if you
Yep.
tore an ACL that you would wear. Yep.
Yep. And it's all like metallic. So my notes say the company's name is Breg, and
Move
I
forward.
I think they sell leg braces. I don't
You
know.
know, it's hard to say. Bregbowl.com is also their website, so I
You
guess I can go there.
you think I'm
Oh,
going to look at that? Come on.
I'm working on it.
All right. We can come back to Breg later. And then the next advertisement just on surface value made me laugh. Abercrombie and Fitch,
Yep.
the most ethical clothing dealer in America. Yeah. And then the next one, oh my God. I I don't know.
Breg is a knee brace company. You are correct about that.
Okay. The trophy of the knee brace gave it away, but I was like, no fucking way they're doing that.
It's fucking amazing.
Yep, this one. So I this one made me have a philosophical argument with myself because when I saw this and knowing market research and understanding kind of how to get people to come to you, not for this show, but in other aspects of life, I looked at this and I thought, oh my God, I've never met a human being in my entire life if this is what we're fucking advertising and people are buying. This is a company called Jace Case, Jase
Yep.
Case, two separate words, which sells 12-month supply kits, I should say, of antibiotics.
See, I see it the other way. I feel like the majority of the world would want that now, and it's fucking sad.
This
Oh,
is where we're
it's
at in society.
it's so House NCAA to me though, right? Like House NCAA is like just because I want this piece of cake, I get it. It's like, oh, I have to get an antibiotic prescribed by a doctor has to tell me I need this? Fuck no, not in 2025. Fucking Karen knows that Karen needs antibiotics. Fuck the doctor and all their stupid education. You give me my antibiotics when I need them. Jace case. That should be their commercial.
In 2025, we need to have fucking 12
Yep.
months of
Yep.
antibiotics. What are you guys doing out there?
Taking an antibiotic a month, apparently.
Holy shit, man. Like, I saw that and just thought, God damn, I am out of fucking touch with the general public, which is probably true, but fuck. All right. Next one is the Ernest N. Morial Convention Center Supply Super Bowl experience. Then we have Game Square,
Nope.
um,
I don't know
which
who the
only
fuck that
says,
is.
yeah, Game Square, and which only says, quote, own the future of sport. So we have no idea what to do. Otherwise, that last part I added in.
Well, also
Own
it
the
says
future of sport.
it also says Game Square purchases FaZe Clan, and it says FaZe Clan esports team by Jerry Jones backed Game Square. So somehow, some way, Jerry Jones backs Game Square, and that should make you want to buy them.
I don't know what they sell. I don't know what they are. I don't know anything with this advertisement, and it's scary.
It's new.
This,
I don't like it.
the NFL is $1 billion a year business,
Yep.
almost per franchise at this point. They rake in cash that we will never understand. And these are the advertisements they put for their All Star game. Holy shit. Next,
Yep.
we have Hazen holography, one of those,
Holography. Yeah.
which assures absolute authenticity with holography.
I hate unauthentic holography myself.
Yeah, me too. Prints. And they do large prints too. They made a big point of saying that. What? Okay. Next up, we have Fox Nation. Then we have Alexis Park in Las Vegas, which basically gives you a 15% off scam deal when you sign up for their guest book.
Yeah, they have three outdoor pools, so obviously.
Mm-hmm. In the desert, it's crazy, bro. Shoe Carnival.
I didn't even know they still existed.
That's how I found out that Shoe Carnival was
Yeah.
still around as well. Like, good for them, I guess. Like, they found ways. Um, a Pro Bowl games responsible play advertisement that we have to assume is for gambling because it
It,
reads like a gambling don't
it
do it.
is. It's like, hey, if you're gambling and you have an addiction, let us know. I'm going to sum up this ad for you. If you're gambling on the Pro Bowl games, you do have an addiction and you do need to seek help.
You might need multiple uh, folks do need to listen to you.
What is this?
All of the psychologists, all of them, all of them. And then, thank you, Christ, we're finally there. I heard you say, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Oh, God is good and life is a goddamn comedy, folks.
Page 88.
Page 88 might be the greatest advertisement in the history of advertising things. It's the Oh, I should describe it first. So you look at the advertisement, and this is one that I wanted to skip over, and it's a bowl of cereal, but the cereal itself is melting.
It's like, imagine like a Salvador Dali painting of cereal.
Yes. And it's for a company called, I shit you not, Firehawk Bioherbicide.
Firehawk.
Bioherbicide.
Soil friendly weed control. Contact biosolutions.com.
Firehawk Bioherbicide. The most metal fucking name ever.
Be a great name for a metal band.
Oh my god. You know what? Suge is renaming. Fire
Firehawk bioherbicide.
and our first song is going to be called Suge, which is an acronym for
Our
Sidewall and Justice. Or go for it.
intrusion of unobstructed justice. Yeah, no, our second song is just gonna be called Fed Up question mark.
And that's it. We're done.
Yep.
That's it.
Give me my millions now.
You think we're only going to make millions? Just wait till the kindergarten books come out.
Give me my billions now.
Yes. So next up, we have, oh God, we have a 2-page advertisement for something called Neffy.
Yep.
Neffy, which
Yep.
is a needle free epinephrine nasal spray. So it's like an epi pen for your nose. Yeah.
Hurt my nose.
So the next one is the worst advertisement in the whole book, mostly because I don't know what it says. I think it says Resorts World, and they show a bunch of hotels.
I don't think that's what it says.
What do you think it says?
Uh, I think it says Resort World singular. I don't fucking know.
So we're divided over the S. All right,
Yes, very much so.
I can live with that. Next up is Nikolaus. Nikolaus.
No, Jack Nicklaus, like the
Nack.
golfer.
Oh, Jack Nicholas.
Yeah, it's Jack Nicklaus's children's health system.
Nice. I am so sorry I made fun of you. Jack Nicholas's
That's
Children's
why
Health
there's a
System.
bear and a heart is their logo. Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah. That well, I guess that says a lot about my charity on that side of the world. Um, then there's an advertisement for 60 plus live hours, 60 plus live hours, 60 plus live hours of Super Bowl week coverage on NFL Network.
Well, I wouldn't want recorded NFL Super Bowl coverage, but live. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. The next advertisement is to become an NFL insider, but it requires a subscription. So OnlyFans is finding a way to live. There we go.
Yeah. Fair.
Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, nationwide advertisement. And then you have Mundo NFL.
Sunday, Sunday, Domingo.
Oh yeah, no miracles. Then you have NFL Flag, which claims, quote, flag football is one of the fastest growing sports worldwide, played by 20 plus million people in 100 plus countries, and now coming to the LA 28 Olympic Games.
Showing showing Canada's youth team, two of whom are wearing pit vipers while they play. There's just two white kids, 5 and 6, fucking mean mugging the camera in pit vipers, while Hoosh
Mhm.
Doucette Jr. number 8 fucking like looks high as a motherfucker. Good job, Canada, on your pitties.
Oh my
Oh
God.
shit, there's a whole bunch more kids in pitties on page 2. What the fuck? Every kid wears pitties. Is that a fucking thing that you get for playing now?
That's their headgear. Holy
Oh
shit.
god, I hope the sport dies now. Fucking Mexico's entire team's rocking pitties.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we're gonna just like skip to the loom, my darling, to the end. Um, and just go with some of the funny ones. So another advertisement is Monster Ultra Blue Hawaiian, which is allegedly sugar free. Let's see, Miel, which designs kitchens for the NFL.
Blue
Okay.
line, page 144.
Yes. Yes. And then you have
Niel, which has looks like dead palm tree leaves in an indoor kitchen on page 149.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then you have, as my notes put it, Fresh Step Extreme Mountain Spring Scent, which is a cat shitting powder. This is what happens when you're raised in the South, folks.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah. And then the final advertisement in this motherfucker is 1-800 Flowers for your number one draft choice. So I wanted to end it on that note, kind of cheesy. Get your mom and get your girl, your grandma, if they're still around, get them flowers. Valentine's Day, just
Get
around the
'em.
corner. Get them.
Get them.
Get them. Last thoughts on the Pro Bowl games.
They're fucking stupid and they need to go away.
In fucking deed. You know, someone else thought, man, this might be a little mediocre, possibly stupid, and needs to go away. That person's name was Giuseppe Stromboli.
Oh, Pizzacini.
because he said, let's do the redo of the week with Business Johnny, Larry, and all the friends unofficially sponsored this week by
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Tomaton.
Tomaton!
Tomaton?
I assume. I don't know. It's Japanese. I think it's Tomaton. Either way, he's behind me right now, sitting on my shoulders.
Yes. Oh my God. He's sitting on your shoulders like he intended. Oh my God. All right.
What it's supposed to be.
Tomaton. Tomaton.
Tomaton.
In honor of the famous remake of popular series of books out of the UK, we honor the pool playing absolutely from New Jersey with Bang, Noodles, and such wizard with a Giuseppe Stromboli redo of the week. Unofficially sponsored by Tomaton-san. Have a big run upcoming, but worried you just won't get enough tomato packed vitamins? Fear no more. Tomaton-san is here. Thanks to Japan, you can now carry a robot on your shoulders to feed you tomatoes while you run. Oh, how considerate. Every time I run, people are like, stop. It's fun.
Because you don't have a Tomaton. If you had a Tomaton, they'd be like, yo, keep going, dude. You're set on vitamins for days.
Yeah, all right. So this little bastard will hold your tomato for you while you eat as well as run. Tomaton-san is
Tomaton.
to Tokyo for y'all, man. That's my crew right there.
Hell yeah. They're not too Tokyo for you, just the rest of us.
However, I will argue that it is to Murica for y'all dudes
Oh, fuck yeah.
because Tomaton-san loves to feed you while you're exercising because nobody wants to be the best at the ladder.
Damn right.
Woo! God,
Everyone wants to be the best at the first.
God damn right. So this week we head to another country that likes tomatoes. You might know it as Italy
Love them.
for a tale of Italian Series 1 DX. You might have thought, given this whole episode, he added that intentionally for laughs. I'm done with it. You're
Mhm.
totally fucking wrong.
Right. Boom, got him.
I hope that I add in peacocks flying over my shoulder. They don't fly, they glide. Anyways, talking about dicks, y'all. We are talking about dicks.
Dicks.
In particular, Italian club Stadio Olimpico has traditionally had a live falcon for a mascot. So, look, this falcon does what falcons do fucking fly around. They get the crowds in a tizzy, especially if it's on a weekend. Oh, no school night. Does all kinds of falcon shit, getting everybody all like scared because of the fucking falcon. Till now.
Pretty much it.
Yeah. So the falcon's name is Olympia. Olympia's falconer, which is like a falcon wrangler, I guess, trainer, all sorts of things, named Juan Burnaby. Juan Burnaby is the literal dick in this situation. Decided that it was time for him to make a change. That change being getting a prosthetic penis.
Even though he's already a man, worth noting there. It wasn't like a sex change thing. He was just already a dude, just 54-year-old dude.
Yeah. Yeah, really worth noting here. It's unclear why. It may be Falcon related, unconfirmed, of course. The ultimate origin story is for Captain Falcon. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Italy's pervious superhero. The issue here, he decided, he being Juan Burnaby, to post pics and videos of his new wangadang dang down on social media. The 54-year-old Burnaby, as a result, has been fired, and by extension, Olympia was also, well, probably not handed a pink slip, but told, like, yeah, get the fuck out of here by extension.
Yep.
His Falcon, for reference, may or may not be 54 years old. We couldn't find it. It's
Just
probably
poor
not
reporting.
54. Yeah.
Poor reporting on the part of people that we took this story from.
Yeah, which is Italian. So thanks for that.
You fucking sexual predators. Go on.
Yeah. So you are Olympia the Falcon. You want to support your team, but no longer have Dick Tracy to get you in.
Yeah.
Yet, should have fake Dick. How, as a Falcon, do you actually sneak in and bring your team to glory?
All right. Option number one. I basically just print out the Pro Bowl games fucking brochure and I hand it to the guy and I go, "Yo, dude, my Pro Bowl, my ticket to come in is on page 83." And as he's scrolling through this 164-page booklet to get to page 83, I just walk past him. Problem solved, done. My Tomaton can come with me. All right. Number two is more complex because I need to tie in everything that Italy is known for and thrives in to go ahead and make this happen. All right. Number one, I'm going to tie in a lot of former episodes of this as well. There is a professional basketball player in the NBA that plays for the Detroit Pistons who we formerly referenced, Simone Fontecchio. Fontecchio
Fontecchio.
from La Aquila, Italy. He's Italian. So obviously, if you go back to Italy, he's a pretty big deal. I need him for this. I also need Italy's most famous plumbers, the Mario brothers. Now, here's what I do as a Falcon. It'd be cheating to say I just fly over the stadium, obviously, right? So I got to go to a whole nother level here. So what I do is outside of the stadium, I get Simone Fontecchio to go ahead,
Fontecchio.
just make an appearance, which probably is going to draw everyone inside of the stadium to go hang out with him because, as we've mentioned, he's, probably their number one export. Now, what I do as Falcon is I go ahead and fly into the Venice Canal. When I fly down there, I got to find Mario and Luigi to help my ass to get through the plumber fucking systems. And what I'm going to do is, as this shit's going on and Fontecchio's just outside, I'm going to go full Captain Falcon and just out of a toilet inside the stadium through the fucking plumbing systems and just pop right out and then walk right on in. Game Falcon blouses.
Man, you went the really shitty route there.
I see what you did there.
Got him. Got him.
Hey, Tomaton moderately approves.
Fucking Tomaton. Okay. So there's one solution here if you're Olympia. The people need redemption because they miss you.
Fair.
So you have to do something wild, something crazy. So obviously, next time Dildo Boy takes off my little like blinders, I'm gonna take off his new edition, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm gonna carry it to my now former estadio, if you will. And right before the next match, I'm going to drop it on the field. Somehow light it on fire. And that's how you get in the good graces again, baby.
Yeah, I like it. And they would actually know what it looks like too, because, social media pics.
Yeah, exactly. Verifiable. So we thank you for joining us tonight. And we hope you had as much fun as we did.
Pretty good time.
It was a great time. Hope you guys had the same time as well. I'm Mike Stotes. He's Dragon Wrangler, Jeremy Phelps. And as always, you stay tropical. I changed it. Breeding Kentucky.
Yeah.